Yesterday in the previous lecture I have already told you what is exactly Le-Chatelier's principle. Le-Chatelier's principle होता क्या है? What I have told you that if in a particular reaction, if there is a change in concentration or pressure or temperature in one side, then the equilibrium shifts in that direction where the effect of change can be minimized. जहां पे चेंज का इफेक्ट मिनिमाइज किया जा सके उस हिसाब से इक्विलिब्रियम अपने आप को शिफ्ट करता है. Okay, so now the point is, if there is some change in concentration, so what will be that effect of change? उस change का effect क्या होगा if there is a change of concentration in any of the reactants? Okay, so increase in concentration of reactants whenever you are increasing the concentration of reactants. अगर आप reactants का concentration बढ़ा रहे हो, then the equilibrium favors which reaction? Equilibrium कौन से reaction को favor करेगा? जहां पे concentration of products भी increase हो सके. Okay, जहां पे concentration of product भी increase हो सके. So it increase in concentration of reactants, then the equilibrium favors the products. क्यों products? क्योंकि equilibrium चाहेगा कि product का concentration बढ़ जाए और equilibrium आपका as usual balance हो जाए. Okay, so increasing the concentration of reactants favors the products, results in shifting the equilibrium, results in shifting the equilibrium towards the products. That means agar there is a reaction that is A plus B that is giving you C plus D and you are increasing the concentration of the reactants. अगर आपने reactant का concentration बढ़ा दिया तो जो आपका equilibrium है वो प्रोडक्ट को फेवर करेगा और वो चाहेगा कि प्रोडक्ट का कंसंट्रेशन भी बढ़ जाए. Why? Because here the product has become the weaker part and the reactants have become the stronger part. So equilibrium will favor the products. Okay, तो equilibrium अपने आप को उस जगह पे शिफ्ट करेगा जहां पे प्रोडक्ट्स का कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ जाए and vice versa. And vice versa का मीनिंग क्या है? That if you increase the concentration of products, then equilibrium favors the reactants. Okay, so that also is right. ये भी मैं आपके लिए लिख देता हूँ. Okay, that if the concentration of products is increased, then the equilibrium shifts towards the reactants. Okay, in this way when there is change in concentration takes place, ऐसा effect होता है. Okay, please note down. Okay, now let me explain with you an example. Right, for example we have a reaction N2 plus 3H2 that gives you ammonia. This is Haber's process, synthesis of ammonia. So whenever you are increasing the concentration of ammonia or increasing the concentration of hydrogen, what will exactly happen? That the equilibrium will try कि आपका ये जो concentration increase हुआ है वो used up हो जाए. Okay, so whatever the concentration has been increased, that must be used up quickly. So उसको used up quickly, जल्दी से use होने के लिए मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? I need to increase the rate of forward reaction. मुझे forward reaction के rate को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. Okay, forward reaction बढ़ाऊंगा तभी तो जल्दी से जल्दी ammonia form होगा. So in order to quickly form ammonia, what equilibrium will do? equilibrium will help in increasing the rate of forward reaction. Why it will increase the rate of forward reaction? Just because nitrogen and ammonia should be used up quickly, whatever extra we have added. So whenever you are increasing the concentration of reactants, the rate of forward reaction is increased. And if the concentration of ammonia is increased, then the rate of backward reaction will increase. Why rate of backward reaction will increase? Because now ammonia has to get used up. So for ammonia getting used up, that requires the rate of backward reaction to increase. That's why if concentration of ammonia has been increased, rate of backward reaction will increase. Okay, so this was effect of change of concentration. Please note down. Now, if at all there is increase in pressure in any of the reactants and products, so what will happen? Okay, now see, suppose this is a reaction A plus B that is giving you C plus D. Okay, now I have increased the pressure of the system. देखो pressure कभी भी reactants और products का नहीं होगा, pressure overall system का होगा. So if at all I am increasing the pressure of the systems, let's suppose I am increasing it. Okay, now we all know as per Boyle's law, we have already studied. Okay, as per Boyle's law, pressure is inversely proportional to volume, right? So whenever pressure increases, volume decreases. Volume decreases. Okay. Now the point is, how do we calculate the formula of concentration? If at all I need to calculate concentration, how do we calculate? The formula of concentration is number of moles divided by volume. So whenever you are increasing the pressure, you can just see that the volume is getting decreased. This is getting decreased. Okay, so in order to balance this, okay, in order to balance this, okay, what I have to do, because the moment volume आपका decrease हो जाएगा, तो ये overall quantity आपकी क्या हो जाएगी, increase हो जाएगी, because the denominator is getting decreased, so concentration, which is called as number of moles per unit volume, ये आपका हो जाएगा increase. Yes, number of moles per unit volume जो quantity है वो increase हो जाएगी. Why? Because as soon as you are increasing the pressure, the volume is getting decreased and number of moles per unit volume overall increase हो जाता है. So equilibrium will shift in that direction whereas there is decrease in the number of moles. अगर number of moles भी आपका decrease होता है तो decrease in volume, decrease in number of moles दोनों balance हो जाएगा. Okay, so equilibrium shifts in that direction where there is decrease in the number of moles. Okay, and it is also vice versa. क्यों vice versa होता है? Because in some cases if the pressure is getting decreased, so the pressure is getting decreased, so the volume will increase. The volume will increase means the number of moles per unit volume decrease हो जाएगा. So number of unit moles per unit volume अगर decrease होता है, तो equilibrium will shift in that direction where there is increase in the number of moles to balance the equilibrium. Is that okay? Please note. Now, I have also informed you or told you how to calculate the value of delta N. Okay. For example, there is a reaction N2 plus 3H2 that gives you ammonia. Okay. So how to calculate the value of delta N? Delta N means sigma of products minus reactants. Okay. So this is 2. The number of moles of products is 2 and the number of moles of reactants is 4. So overall what do you get? You will get minus 2. Okay. So delta N in this particular case is getting negative. Okay, so lot of things depends on the value of delta n. Okay, now if at all the delta n is negative, if delta n is negative, then high pressure will favor the equilibrium. Equilibrium चाहेगा कि सिस्टम का प्रेशर बढ़ जाए. Okay, high pressure favors the equilibrium. Okay. If at all there is some reaction in which delta n becomes positive, मान लेते हैं. So delta n अगर positive है, तो low pressure will favor the equilibrium. Low pressure. Okay. I will give you one more example of delta n is positive. For example, PCl3 getting dissociated to PCl3 plus Cl2. Now you can see that there are two products and there is one reactant. So the value of delta n is 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. Since the delta n is positive, so here for this particular reaction, low pressure is favorable. Okay, so effect of change of pressure after delta n पे depend करता है, right? So this was the first case, this is the second case, now the third case. If delta n becomes 0, अगर मान लो आपका delta n 0 हो जाता है, ना positive ना negative. For example, H2 plus I2 that gives you 2HI. ये आपके रिएक्शन है, ओके? और आप इसमें देख सकते हो कि delta n is equal to number of moles of products 2, number of moles of reactants 1 plus 1 2. So the delta n is equal to 0. So if delta n is equal to 0, then there is no effect of change in pressure. अगर मैं प्रेशर बढ़ा भी दूंगा तो भी इक्विलिब्रियम पर उसका कोई इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. ओके, सो इट सिंपली डिपेंड्स ऑन द वैल्यू ऑफ डेल्टा n. If delta n is negative, high pressure will favor. If delta n is positive, low pressure will favor the equilibrium. And if delta n is 0, then there will be no effect in the equilibrium. Okay, please note down.